Okay, it's official. It's over. It's done. Thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah. It has been an unbelievable effort. Everyone is completely exhausted, but their cup and all of our cups are running over just because it has turned out so incredible. I can't wait to show you everything, and we're going to show you everything. This here was a container. This is designed on the fly, and this container was storage. We decided while we had the container company here that was dropping it, could be relocated from up atop to down here. And then I thought, well, if we're gonna have it down here, let's paint a design on it. And so what you see is the logo of Nourish, Ubuntu. I am because we are. And that's been on all of our shirts, every worker's shirt, every day. And what's also been on the shirt is this radius sun pattern. And so we kind of honored that and built kind of those same sun rays with Lata above, up top, and then painted a beautiful rock garden, in tires, which I've never been a fan of doing the tires in a garden, but I gotta let Sarah have some of the things she wants, I suppose. We're gonna spin around here, and what we're gonna see in live action is the kids' eating area and the granny's kitchen at work. So we literally just wrapped and broke, and so now what we have is all of our workers that are enjoying their lunch and their meal, and the space is just big and shaded with gardens. Got these beautiful plantings. They took great pains to carve in to the face of this one, welcome, on the face of the CMU as we stuccoed it. We latted both sides of the road and put boulder rocks and the river rock, the concrete rock, to create definition. And this, on this side, will be phase 2, which is what we'll be working on next year. So be inspired and be ready to come and sign up for next year. A little plug for next year. Eric Vach, who's here, who came and joined us, he's leading that team. So the amount of Lata that we installed, I think we ended up buying about 3,000 sticks of it. And then, they get chopped and they're like 17 feet tall, getting chopped into 3-foot pieces. So you're talking in the neighborhood of, I don't know, 20,000 pieces installed, which is insane. The amount of screws that we went through, the hardware store just kept shipping them out to us. But just really, it pulls the whole thing together. And when I spin around here in a few minutes, you're gonna see why. I wanna stop here. We wanted to create an element to really stop traffic from blocking or coming in, because this is really about the kids and creating that. And so we had this big area, and the building was set back, and we needed it for construction access. And so what we ended up with was a lot of big extra rocks. And so came up with the idea, the team did, to shape it like the continent of Africa. And in the middle, which you can't see, but one of the workers has been so happy to be a part of this. He dug out of his own yard 2 little plants and brought them. And it's a little tiny green plant that he dug out of the rocks then, and he put in the compost and he planted it, because it will be a big giant fern that'll grow up out of the top. So it's pretty exciting just to see how involved and engaged the community has been through everything. So we're gonna spin up and around this way. Here is the admin building, which you can see, beautiful, lot of screen. We've got the structure reinforced. We have solar panels, so the campus is not energized. We have solar panels. All of the toilets and water features are to basically gray water compost. So everything here is very sustainable, which is what Nourish is and part of their eco-village model. So it's really cool. You can also see right here, we have the water towers, which have been here since we started the project, but what we did was we welded wire mesh on the inside, and then now we've planted both passion fruit and jasmine flower, and wove them in. And so over the course of the next 6 months or so, it'll really transform into this really big green water tower, which is going to be fantastic, and it's going to be sustainable. It's going to have passion fruits growing on it, so it's going to be a lot of fun for the kids. Come around here, you can see that the latest addition just finished and already in full use, the trampoline. So the trampoline just came on board. The kids are very excited. The play structure has been a huge hit. There's a line of kids every day to come and play. And the trampoline just came up, and now it is party city right here. So as you meander here, a beautiful garden, and you can see this is where the solar panels will sit on top of the plaza, and then they actually have designed, there's an elephant here, and but they're using glass bottles and rocks, and it's just incredible the amount of effort that this group of young men that was tasked with putting this together has done in accomplishing this. And then over the last several days, and particularly today, there's been a major push to get everybody involved in supporting the planting efforts. As we come this way, this is our lead up to our building. This was a prefab modular building. It was an utter disaster at every turn of the bend. It showed up 5 days late. We literally just put the last pieces of sheet metal on about 15 minutes ago. They assembled the roof truss system on site. We assembled the wall in a day. It took them about 2.5 days to put the roof trusses together. But meanwhile, we were building out the rest of the campus, and then we had to shift back all of our attention. So we stuccoed it, installed the windows. We've finished out the interiors, hung the doors, which, imagine this, they send us fixed panels from a factory with factory pre-hung doors that don't actually hang and fit in there. So go figure. We will have one element. There's a few things that we didn't get to finish, but it's okay. We've got a local team that's going to be able to help. So where you see this black, that's just painted plywood. There's actually going to be a Lata screen there. So it'll be like really, really sharp and handsome. Beautiful garden work, all kinds of terraces.
Sorry, guys.
They're in.
So big outdoor spaces. And I want to give a special, I know Justin Anderson took some heat from himself. He literally took some heat when he was here. It was pretty hot. But Justin, I want you to know that we were able to take care of the building and everything. The slab worked out great. So in the end, it all worked out. It took a little bit of effort, but what we had to work with and what the team did in April was so incredible, to making it possible for us to accomplish this. You'll come down this is the Green Club, the Green Kids Club. This is kind of where they learn about the ecosystem and how they're a part of it and how it's sustainability. And then this is an auxiliary outdoor classroom space. The amount of shading that these structures have provided to the site is incredible, and it's going to make a huge difference. What I can tell you is the impact that this has had on the community is incredible already. The kids being here every single day during construction, and the play area is behind the property fence but away from the construction site, so they were always able to participate in that, which was amazing. Last night, as we were driving through the gate back into the reserve, one of the guards stopped and said, I want you to know how much we appreciate the work you're doing in our community. I haven't seen it because I've been here, because they typically work a couple weeks at a time, But I started right before you guys got here, and so I can't wait to see what you've done. I just remember thinking when you poured the slabs, what are they going to build there? So I can't wait for him. He gets off on Thursday, we'll be gone, but I can't wait to find out what his response is when he sees this, because this is unlike anything. The Nduna, or the local chief, has been out to the site every other day and is blown away by the amount of change. This is going to become not just a campus for Nourish, but a civic center for this entire area. And there's a series of villages, and as you might expect, there can be a little bit of maybe just territorial challenges, particularly with a project like this. But this is, everybody's now seeing, this is a community uniter. And that's so incredible to be able to have been a part of that. We've strategically spun ourselves in a way because I want to take you to the last part of what we did. It is also a plaza, but it is something that this team really wanted to do something to commemorate the loss of what was going to be one of our teammates on this project, Julie Jensen. And as all of you saw, she had a tragic incident and passed away, and the week before she was supposed to come. And we were so just overwhelmed by that loss, and then also contending with the reality that this build is going on. And so we had to pull a few other people in with a week before, and they stepped in, and the work that they did and the way they rallied. But Julie was this ever-present spirit and effort behind what we did. And Sarah and the local team here, we asked if it would be okay if we could place a tribute to Julie. And so what we have is over here. I'm going to show you. This is our most special place on the campus. We have a fireplace, this tree that we built everything around, seating, and the Julie Jensen Memorial Plaza. And so this is a sign that we put up that our team worked hard on in painting and getting ready. We're going to have one designed. We want JJ's input on what the final version is, but we wanted to make sure that when we walked away here, there was something that could honor her legacy and the impact that she had on this project. Even though she wasn't physically able to be a part of this, she had such an incredible impact, and we know the impact that she would have had she been able to be here physically. And yet her spirit remained, and we're thankful for that. And we wanted to honor that, and this will serve as a lasting legacy forevermore. And that's an incredible thing. I told the team when we started on the first day, I said, you are here and you have a chance to embrace everything and to change the world in the process. It's one tiny small corner, but you get to change the world. And you say that, people say that, and you go, okay. And even our team can kind of, you go, yeah. But you don't recognize it until you hit this point. And everybody gets to see it and feel it. And all of the people from the community, all of our team members are just, they've never seen anything like this. And the fact that it's here makes them feel so special. Like they matter. And that's the impact that we get to have. We get to make people feel as important as they actually are. So fam, I will say thank you for your support. Thank you for everything that you've done in making this possible. Thank you for the great work you've done at keeping our jobs successful at home, because without those, this doesn't happen. I want to encourage you, if you haven't signed up in the past or haven't submitted an application, in this coming year, 2024, there's some great opportunities. Let that be your year. Every person that has come on this project and every person that has come on any of our project, when they asked the question, they said, I wish I would have signed up sooner. It changed my life, and it will change your life. So with that, I will say one last time, goodbye from South Africa.